Hi everyone, welcome to your 2020 Wedding Support Guide. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you the InDesign basics to modify your guide. So you'll learn how to move around the pages, how to change text, fonts, colors, and your images. So to get started, your document will look exactly like this, but your InDesign might look a little bit different. So I'll just explain. On the left hand side here, you've got a couple of basic tools. You've got some settings up the top here, and then some more tools on the right hand side. So these tools on the right hand side panel will be what you'll be working with most of the time. So you can actually just manually bring them in by clicking on Window, and all your tools will appear here. So if you don't have exactly what I have on the right hand side, you can click it and then it will appear on the right hand side panel. So what I've got open at the moment is my paragraph styles, my layers, my colors, swatches, properties, and pages. So these are the main areas that I'll kind of be working with to change and modify the guide. So first thing is first, your pages. So once you click on the Pages tab, again, if you don't have it, just click on Window and choose Pages. It will open up on the right hand side here, and then you'll see all your pages in a column from 1 to 11. There is two ways to go through your pages. You can either manually scroll and then you can see all your pages like that, or you can even just double click on the page on the side. So if you double click page 5, it will appear like that, and just like that. And then you can also manually scroll up and down. With your A master page, if you double click on that one, this is a page that is basically the background of each page in the document. So it's the page that you place anything that you want the same throughout the whole PDF. So we've got the colored background because we want that the same. It does tend to change in a few of the pages because we've chosen other colors, but most of the pages contain this color. And then every single page besides the very first page has this small line and the text. So this is like a border that is on every single page. So we've popped that in the A master. If we go back to page 1, we've got some text boxes here. So text always has this little red thin line around it. That just means that it's a text box. If you double click on that, you can immediately change the text. So I've just grabbed my mouse and hovered over it, and you can easily just type away. If you're already in the type mode, you can then click on any type box around it and easily change the text. Another thing is you always want to make sure, if you're not in your text mode or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're on this little selection tool on the left hand side. So if you click that, you're out of the text mode and you're just in the normal mouse mode. So if you get a bit lost, make sure you've just clicked on that so you're not moving anything that you're not meant to, or that you're not wanting to, sorry. So the next thing is we'll focus on fonts as well. So you know how to change over the text, but if you want to change over the fonts and the styles and the type, size, the best way to do it is with paragraph styles. So if I click on paragraph styles, this is where you can quickly edit all the fonts of the same style. So pretty much the whole document contains these main styles. So you've got you have the title, headings, you've got body copy, you've got small italic texts. So if I scroll down, you'll see that this text here is italic, and that is the same style throughout the whole PDF. So if I was to click on this one here, this is called heading left, and then you've got body copy here, and then this one is called italic, like that. So if you wanted to change all of the headings throughout the PDF, then simply double click on this and your paragraph style options will open, and then head to basic character formats, and it shows you the font family, the style, the size, and all of the settings behind it. So if you were to change anything in this paragraph style, it does change all of those headings throughout the PDF. If you want to manually change something and you don't want it to change throughout the document, what you can do is click on the box, like the type box, head up to Window, and then you go to Type and Tables, and then Character. So I'll bring that up here to be underneath all the other tools. Okay, so now you've got character. So this is basically what the paragraph style involved, but it's just, it only edits one certain type box at a time rather than the whole entire paragraph style. So that's if you want to use it for, a couple and you don't want that same type or paragraph style to change throughout the whole document. So you've got your font, you've got your the size, excuse me, and the settings that are involved. So the next thing is changing the colors. So because the background is actually with a master page, I'll scroll down to a page that has a different colored background. So like this page here, you can see that if I click on the background, there's this red line that surrounds it. So that's actually just a colored box rather than the background. So it's just a colored box in the background of everything, and you can easily change it in your color or your swatches. So the main difference is your swatches are, open up swatches again. Your swatches are the preloaded colors that we've got throughout the document. And then your color is color that you can manually choose. So if you double click on that box up the top there, then this color picker tool appears. And then if you just move around this little guy, you can choose your own color to use. And then you can also move this up and down. But if you have specific branded colors that you'd like to use and you have the RGB or the CMYK values, then you can also just type those in manually as well. And then you've also got the hex code if you have that too. So there's a couple of different ways to put in those colors. But yeah, it's really easy. You just pop in those values in there. And so if we wanted to choose like this really light pastel-y blue, click on that. Click OK, and you've changed the background color. If you want to make sure that you use the same background color throughout the document, head onto your swatches and go down to this little square with the plus sign. It's called New Swatch. Click on that, and you've just saved your color that you just created. So that's now in your swatches panel. So that's really good to know. The next thing is your images. So if you can see with this image, you've got a little icon that's like a link. These are linked to basically all your photos within the document are linked to the photos within a folder that you've created or that you have in your computer or your laptop. So whenever you're linking photos, click on the photo and then head on to Window, Links, drag that across, pop that in your little tools panel, if it lets me, there we go. Open up your links, and now you can see all the links that are within the document. So the thing is, if you were to remove one of the photos from a folder that's in this document, you will then lose the link that's connected with the photo and the document. So I recommend creating a folder with all your photos that you're going to use within the document, not changing them or not taking them out at any stage, or else you will lose the link, and then relinking them within the document. So what you'll have though, you won't have these images, you'll have a place image here, like little photo, and then it will still have this link. What you can do is click on the photo, click on this relink tool, and then it will take you to an area where you can choose your photos and find the folder that contains all your photos. So that's really handy. And then if I scroll down, you've also got these little objects, like you've got this little hand here, and you've got some line details as well. You can easily change the colors of these. So if you double click on the line there, actually I'll go down to another page where you can see the line or a hand more clearly. Here we go. So with the hand here, if you click on that and head to your swatches, you'll see that the outline is like this grey colour. If you click on that and you want to use one of your preloaded colours or a colour that you just created, then you can simply click on that. So if you want to use the blue that you just created or that I just created, all you have to do is simply click on the colour and it changes. But if you want to go back to black, then it's really simple. If you do want to have a fill colour in that, then you double click on this and you choose a fill colour. I recommend not using a fill colour just because it's the hand's not really connected for fill colours. So if you want to undo that, just do Command Z like that, and excuse me, and just keep it an outline. All right. Another way to view your document as well, without all of those lines and the grid lines and everything around it, is if you just on your keyboard click W, and you can see the document nice and clean and how it will look when it's exported to a PDF. So that's really good to know, because sometimes the document looks a bit messy with all of like the grid lines and those borders around it. So if you click on W, then you can easily just view it nice and clean, and then press W again to go back to the editing format. Just like that. I think I've covered everything. So if you do have any more questions, or if you're a bit unsure, head on to our help guide within your downloads folder, and we do have more step-by-step tutorials there. Yeah, thanks guys.